LA's #1 choice for news. Fox 11, 10 o'clock news.
The anti-abortion movement hits the road, and it gets closer to you than ever.
Drivers on I-4 got an eyeful today.
The Center for Bioethical Reform hit the interstate this morning during rush hour
with huge 25-foot pictures of aborted fetuses on the sides.
It's an in-your-face message, and it is causing trouble on the freeway.
The pro-life movement takes to a freeway near you. I'm Al Naipo, the very latest in the anti-abortion movement.
They're on wheels and they're in your face. The pro-life movement is actually driving home a powerful anti-abortion message. And it may catch you off guard next time you're out on the freeway. Now, we have to warn you, some of the pictures you're about to see are disturbing.
We want to warn you folks, some of these images that you're about to see are disturbing.
Some of the video you're about to see may be disturbing.
Now, we have to warn you, the pictures you're about to see are a bit disturbing.
And we do need to warn you that the video you're about to see in this report is disturbing.
And we caution you the video we're about to show you may be disturbing.
Now, we want to warn you that some of the images you'll see may be disturbing.
We warn you, some images are graphic.
We want to warn you, though, some of the pictures you're about to see are graphic.
We want to give you ample warning now before you see these images here. They're very graphic.
We warn you, this video is graphic.
We want to warn you, some of these pictures are very graphic.
And we want to warn you, they are graphic and you might find them offensive.
And we want to warn you, some of the pictures in this report may be upsetting to some.
We want to warn you, some of the pictures this group uses in its billboard campaign may be upsetting.
The images show an aborted fetus shortly after a procedure posed next to a dime. They are graphic, they are bloody, and they are doing exactly what the group wants them to do, to turn heads and get people to think.
Oh, that is horrible. But you know what? It makes you think twice about actually doing something like that. It really does.
I'm rather disturbed and disgusted by it because I have a small child. We don't need to see something as disgusting as this.
We're doing what we can to limit the exposure, but we're not going to be part of the cover-up. And there's a cover-up going on. We're being forced to do this because the television won't play it. You won't show the pictures more than likely.
Now, the pictures on the trucks are far too graphic for us to show.
The pictures on the side of these trucks are too graphic for television.
Channel 9 Eyewitness News has decided not to show you what the group claims are pictures of aborted fetuses.
They're so graphic that we blurred some of the video so you don't need to see it.
It's so disturbing, we can't show you.
27 News made the decision not to show the pictures on the trucks here.
The pictures are so graphic, we've decided not to show them to you.
In fact, the pictures on those billboards are so graphic that we cannot show you the entire truck.
Because of the graphic nature of the pictures, we've blurred them.
To see the complete photographs on these trucks, you'll have to see them in person because we're not going to show them on TV. We're not going to show them on TV. The media, for the most part, has covered this up. We're not going to show them on TV. So this is really the last mass media venue we have available to us.
Tammy Sobieski with Women Care Centers of Florida says the graphic nature of the moving billboards are more of a turnoff than a deterrent to women considering having an abortion.
Some of our patients this morning who came in and had abortions commented that they saw the trucks, but that didn't stop them from having their abortion. I think what's disheartening for me is the lack of trust they have in women, that they think women don't know that that's a reality of abortion. That's a reality of abortion.
Pro-choice advocates in Honolulu don't approve of these images.
They're misrepresenting, abortion.
That's a reality of abortion. That's a reality of abortion.
They pretend that they're first trimester abortions. Of course, they're blowing up, 80 times size.
These are the same distorted images that anti-choice extremists have used at our clinics on posters for many years. That's a reality of abortion. That's a reality of abortion. I think it's awful that they're parading them around on the sides of trucks.
I find his flagrant, vulgar pictures offensive.
That's a reality of abortion. That's a reality of abortion.
I think that debate is in order, but it really needs to be reasonable debate. And this kind of sensationalism doesn't achieve that.
That's a reality of abortion. That's a reality of abortion.
It's a scare tactic. It's, they're just doing this to scare people and to gross people out. You really can't make women change their minds by scaring them to death. What they need is the truth, and they need to be educated and informed of what abortion really is.
That's a reality of abortion. That's a reality of abortion.
There is such a thing when it comes to harassment, intimidation, and scaring people, that this is crossing a line. Some of their images are very, very graphic, and some of them are not even very accurate.
That's the reality of abortion. That's the reality of abortion.
Julian Tamayo of Planned Parenthood calls this campaign appalling.
Women don't make these decisions without considerable thought and exploration in their hearts. And to portray it as something as flippant like this, it's just unfair and fundamentally hateful of women.
That's the reality of abortion. That's the reality of abortion.
If they had picked a hall and sat down and said, we are offering information to people who want to come, fine, that way people have a choice.
Where do you get this picture?
You get it from an abortion clinic. Where else?
I just don't believe that's legitimate. I don't believe it's the truth.
That's the reality of abortion. That's the reality of abortion.
These are a bunch of bullies and thugs trying to intimidate. It's the same kinds of men that scream at women outside the clinics.
Just reminding folks, support choice. It's good health, good for all of us. The way to reduce the number of abortions in this state is to support family planning services and accurate, comprehensive sex education. Obviously, they're intending to use some shock tactics to get people's attention. There's not a whole lot you can say about those tactics except that we know that that is not the way to prevent abortions.
I don't know what the citizens are going to think. From what I've heard, people are outraged that these have come to Hawaii.
Well, I think kids are exposed to a lot of things, so I'm sure something like this is something that they need to really see.
It's about time something like this does happen.
I mean, it was gross, but I think that it was very effective because it puts it into real life, the true picture of what's really going on when you have an abortion.
I feel if more women saw images like that, they would seriously reconsider an abortion.
Of course, it's pretty horrible images, but it looks to me like you need to have a pretty strong message to get through some of, the apathy that we have on the campus.
I think it's really gross, but if it's grossing people out like that, I guess it works.
It's a very graphic thing, and it's not pretty. But it needs to be said that people need to know what's going on with abortion.
Terry Van Duzen was walking in downtown Cedar Rapids with her 2 children. She'll have to talk to them about what they saw, but that's not what she's concerned about.
It concerns me a whole lot more that they live in a society that okays this kind of cruelty.
If there was